Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Forgotten Stream. Tonight we have a Trackmania match between Crazy Machine Chicks 2 and what were they called? Moisy Surviving Traxicos, I guess? Yeah. We are competing in Division 3 of United League Reborn 4, and this is the Division 3 final. The match for the first place in the division. Winner takes all. This is a best of 5 series. We have 5 environments to drive tonight. The bands are Snow for MST, and Coast for CMC. So stadium map was picked by CMC, Rally by MST, and apart from Rally and Stadium we also have Bay, Island and Desert. Also, I'm quite focused on driving. Normally I'm going to drive Bay and Island. Those are the maps I qualified for. Didn't quite manage to do it on Rally. Still, I will try warm-up. Jesus Christ. It sounds so low. I mean, with the volume so low and without music I cannot drive at all. Ollie, hello mate. How and when did you come by my channel? I didn't even know you knew I existed. Ollie, that's a name I haven't seen for quite a few years. Looks like we will be starting with the island map. The map is called Space, built by JTK, a trio of mappers. That is Jumper Jack, TM Jonas and Kiwi Ninja. The two of them are my teammates, and TM Jonas is a member of X-Rated team. He is driving for CMC² as a mercenary this season. And I have to say, I hate this map. Let's see how it's going to play out. Yeah, this is not a good map. Okay, since we're going to play Island, I guess I'll crank up the volume.
ULR4 is entering the realm of science fiction.
Okay then, so that was rally island, and we are going into desert. Not 100% happy with my performance. I started okay, and then I failed 3 rounds in a row. I just don't like this map at all. Initially I thought it would be good for me, but as I trained it more, I realized that this was an anti of 10 map, if ever there was one. But yeah, even despite me failing, it doesn't look like MST were too trained, so yeah, comfortable 6-1 victory. Jake had a slow start, but he warmed up pretty well. And for the last round, Rad also woke up. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate to see him not performing too well, but in qualifying he was sublime. He was producing some really fast 108 mid rounds. Okay then, into map 2, Desert, Digital Tension Dementia by Zeus. It is a tricky map that not many people are able to drive well. And yeah, if we want to talk about points of interest, there's definitely this loop that stands out, because what's going on? I'm pressing the buttons on my joystick. Okay, so there's a chicane coming from this straight piece of road. Then there would be a chicane, but no, that's 90 left, into a booster, into a loop. And that is a very tricky combination, because on desert, when you go into a 90-degree turn, you could even see it from this camera, the car tilts and goes onto 2 wheels. And if you are going over a booster with just 2 wheels, you lose quite a bit of speed. And you do need speed for the loop, because that's how it works. In order to get to the highest points of it, you need to have at least a certain amount of speed. And if you botch it up completely, you just don't make it through the loop, and you have to respawn here at the bottom of the screen. So that is the main challenge for the map. Come on F10, stop pressing the buttons on the stick. Yeah, there's a tight start as well. And there's nothing... Ah, yeah, there's also this off-road turn, which is quite tricky, because there's not a lot of grip. And you have to make, well, basically a 180 turn. And gear management is important there, and according to Maxi, there are no gears in TMO. He is wrong, however. And I lost my way around the map, so there's also a reuse section where people who crash might meet with the people who didn't, so you go like this. There's a crossover point. Some zigzagging into the finish. And a finish after an uphill section. So that would be it for the map. We are going to have Rad, Wormy and Rez on the CMC side against FDA, Moon and Irvin for the MST team. Well, what can I say about the opponents? We have Irvin from LM, Loser Moisey, or however that's supposed to be pronounced in English. I'd say Loser Moisey in French. There's Moon, a legendary driver from LSD team. I think he might be using a steering wheel for every environment, correct me if I'm wrong. And there's FDA from LSD, whom I know as more of a Trackmania Sunrise environment specialist, but it looks like he's comfortable enough to drive Desert here. It looks like this is the last warm-up round. So we'll have Rad with the joystick, Wormy and Rez with the gamepads, Irvin and FDA, I believe, with the gamepads, and Moon, I think, with a joystick. And we are ready to start map number 2. I'm not really sure who is going to take this map. I would say CMCs do have a good chance, and the lights are out and away we go. Irvin with a good start, somebody had a crash, that would have been Rez, which puts the CMC team on the back foot. Slide there from FDA, Rad PL with a drift, Irvin with an early lead and a huge advantage over Wormy, who is followed by FDA, and FDA will be looking to gain some positions on Wormy. As things stand, it is an advantage MST. FDA not the best line through the loop. Rad sneaking ahead into third position, and Wormy finds himself in the lead, so that puts CMC in advantageous position, but it is not done just yet, and Wormy and Rad both make mistakes, allow Irvin and FDA to go through, and this is going to be tight. But unless Moon is going to make a huge mistake, this is probably going to go the way of MST, and Wormy wins the battle. Rad finishes 4th, but with Rez in last position, it is tight. It is 11-10, but it is the round for MST. Rez apologizing. Well, shouldn't, just try and do your best, mate. Round 2, let's see if they're going to bounce back. Rez with a better start this time, didn't crash. He's in the mix with the rest of the guys. Irvin once again with a good start, but he didn't have the best line through that off-road section. Rad, Rez and Irvin fighting for the first place. Wormy trying to get ahead of FDA, he is successful with that. Moon is getting into the mix. Ooh, Wormy didn't have a good line through that turn. Did he survive? No, he did not. He had to respawn. And there's a fight for the lead between Irvin and Rez. Rez is just about able to gain the lead, but that was momentarily. And Irvin is in the lead, and Wormy, after that respawn, is dead last. Rez has to win this round, and he is unable to. So with positions 1, 4 and 5, MST take another round. That was a costly mistake by Wormy. He obviously went too much onto 2 wheels into that turn, or lost a lot of speed. Things like that happen, but you can still bounce back. Round number 3. Rez with a fantastic start, followed by Rad, Irvin and Wormy. Rad going a bit too wide on the off-road section, but he's able to keep enough speed. Rez leading away. Wormy going a bit too wide there, touching a curb. Not Rad went too wide. And what happened to Rez? Rez obviously didn't make it through the loop as well. So that's two CMC drivers having to respawn at the loop. And Irvin is in comfortable 1 second lead, followed by Moon and FDA. And what happened to Wormy? Wormy must have crashed as well, so that is a clear MST round. Somebody heard rumors about this Wormy guy. His skill is insane. I can confirm that is absolutely correct. He is an insanely skilled driver. However, he is not quite able to demonstrate it in this particular match. People are hating on this map. I didn't mention, but Zeus is also a CMC member. Ooh, a crash at the start. I think that was FDA. And I think Rad went a bit too wide, but this doesn't write him off just yet. He's actually able to pass Moon for 4th position, but as I say that, he drifts a bit and loses place, but Moon also makes a mistake. And it is once again Rez in the lead from Irvin, Wormy and Rad. Let's see if anyone's going to make mistakes at this loop, and Wormy once again fails it. He will probably have to respawn, and yes, he did have to. And this is quite unfortunate. Rez, however, still in first from Irvin, from Rad, and I believe Moon and FDA had even bigger problems than Wormy, because Wormy is still in 4th position. Let's see this battle for the lead between Rez and Irvin. Who is going to come out on top? It looks like Irvin, but no, he makes a small mistake at the end, which is sufficient for Rez to sneak past by 800th of a second, and CMC take their first round. Wormy says that loop is the real lottery. Yeah, the stats are going down the drain with the 119 for FDA. And then round 5. Rad and Wormy with a good start. Rez with a slow one. That is not a good look for the previous round winner. Irvin out in front from a tight pack of Wormy, Rad and FDA, with Irvin in the lead and Rez in last. Currently that is advantage MST. So the guys will have to fight pretty hard, and Rez doing just that, passing Moon momentarily, and then dropping back, and then getting in front once again, and then he drifts and loses a lot of speed. But let's switch to the battle for first position, which was headed by Irvin until very recently, and then Irvin made a mistake, Wormy slipped through. Ooh, Irvin with a big mistake, and that allows Rad to sneak into 2nd position after Wormy taking first, and even with Rez finishing last, and that is a round for CMC. But it is still 3 for 2 advantage MST. So far Irvin is comfortably leading the points charts. Moon and Rez are last, but there is also FDA 3rd last. And there are small gaps. Rad with a good start from Irvin, Rez and Wormy. And Moon and FDA not too far behind. What has happened to Irvin right there? I do not know. He just jumped sideways. Was that a bug? That was weird. But that means that the CMC trio are out in front followed by Moon and FDA crashes and Wormy crashes. But with Rad and Rez still in the first two positions, they should just take it safe, especially since the fastest MST driver has crashed massively. And Rez crashes, what is going on? But Wormy is still in third position, and he will finish there, and that will assure the round win for CMC, with Rad winning the round. Finally 105 low, dipping below 106 for the first time. But Jesus Christ, Rez, you should just pick it up. 3 for 3, we're finally tied up. And round number 7. Good start from the CMC side and Irvin as well. No mistakes heading into this downhill and into the off-road. Rez with a lot more speed than the rest, but Irvin still manages to keep his lead. He is still first, but oh, that's a mistake, and the gap is closing, and Rez just going full YOLO in that section preceding the loop. And it did pay off this time, because he's first, but Irvin is trying to do all he can to dethrone Rez. Rez is not going to give up, and with two other MST drivers in last positions, this is his best bet, winning the round. What's he gonna do? He is not able to take it. By 300th of a second, Rez takes the round. And it didn't really matter, because Rad and Wormy, 3rd and 4th, assure a round win for CMC. 4 to 3, Red side finally prevails. Once again, a fast start from Irvin. Decent start from all of the other drivers, and Rez makes a small mistake before the off-road. Moon not going too well there, has to break traction and drift in order to slow sufficiently, and FDA crashes and Rez slides. Let's switch to Wormy. Is he going to make the loop work? Yes, he is able to do just that. Irvin still out in front from Wormy, from Rad, from Rez. I believe that is pretty close between Rez and the other MST drivers. Wormy, however, is trying to regain the lead of this round, and Irvin slides out, loses speed, and that looks like a 1-2 round for CMC. It indeed is. And that's 5 for 3 advantage CMC. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. A bit too crashy on the MST side, but things can go either way, because we know what that loop can do. And in round 9, as ever, a fast start from Irvin. FDA is up there as well, but he makes a mistake at this downhill turn, goes too much onto two wheels, but Rad is following relentlessly, and I believe that is a CMC trio behind Irvin. Rez with a small mistake. Once again, he's going full YOLO into that loop section, gains a heap of time, and that's neck and neck between Rad and Irvin. Rad slightly ahead, followed by Wormy and Rez. Let's see, are they going to keep their nerve? They should, because it doesn't matter if Irvin wins if they finish just behind him, while keeping the other MST drivers behind. And Rad manages to outperform Irvin in this round, followed by Wormy and Rez. And it is map point for CMC. 6 to 3. Who would have thought on CMC2's probably weakest environment? Round 10, potentially last, and FDA made a mistake at the beginning. Irvin once again with a quick start. Moon keeping it in the mix, and Rez makes a mistake. So that leaves Irvin from Rad from Moon, followed by Wormy, and Rez is probably last. Will the loop claim any victims in this round? Wormy gets a lot more speed than FDA and manages to pass him. Rez is comfortably last. So with current standings, it is going to be a round for MST, so Rad has to win the battle against Irvin. He has fallen back 0.4 of a second, make it 0.7, and he crashes, and that is definitely going to be a round for MST. Indeed is 104.91 for Irvin, the best time in the match so far. One of the few rounds below 105 actually, and that's 6-4. Still map point for CMC. Anything is possible. Can they close it out? What happened to Irvin? The fast starter. Ooh, Rez sliding on that bank turn, falling into last. Rad and Wormy first and second, but Irvin will be doing his best to dethrone the red side drivers. He's currently in second, that won't matter too much. Any mistakes? Ooh, Wormy. That was dangerous. He manages to survive. Rez is only fourth. Yes, Rad is in the lead from Irvin and FDA, but somebody will have to make up one position at least on the CMC side if they want to close out this map right here, right now. Ooh, that is a tantalizing prospect watching Wormy. Ooh, not good. Wormy, what a clutch. He did manage to clutch it out. And take the round win for CMC by overtaking Moon. I believe that was Moon at the finish. Yeah, that was pretty close. Ah, so exciting to watch. With fights like that. That's what we play Trackmania for. And now for Stadium. No recognition from Snack. A map not every player is happy about, with some dubious sections like this. Domed section, I guess you would call it, with a bank turn at the start, which according to some pro players is actually pretty random. There's a lot of dirt on this map as well. Ah, damn it, this joystick. So, where is the start? I always forget about it, since I didn't really train the map, so yeah, this is the start. And this is that turn in question, where you have to drift over this banked surface. Not the best design decision from Snack there. And then some off-roading there where you can see Sepe, and the dirt begins here. And then we go this way. And this downhill into uphill with a turn is also quite an interesting section to watch out for in the match, because that produces quite a lot of position changes in the match. So this is the spot to watch out for, and then we obviously go into more dirt to finish the map. That's about all I can say about Stadium. And we are going to have, by the looks of it, Irvin, Canton, or Kent 1, Canton. Damn, it sounds fun in French, Canton. Ged, again, or should I call him Gued, I don't know. The Frenchies call him Ged. Against Wormy, Sepe and Angel Heart, who has renamed himself into Angel 28Z. I guess to blend in with Wormy 27Z and Sepe 27Z, the two Finnish players. Well, on this one we are definitely going to see a 7-0 win for CMC, because Sepe, Angel Heart and Wormy are not... well, Angel Heart definitely is a Division 1 material. Wormy and Sepe are good. I don't know whether they're good for Division 1. Definitely won't be able to keep up with the likes of... who was that in the know? Race Hans, Marius and Danik B. But those are, well, basically the best drivers, the best stadium drivers out there. And MST drivers obviously hate Stadium, and they aren't quite as good on that as a reason, and I can understand that, and I respect them a lot, because I also hate Stadium and I wish this environment hadn't been created in the first place. And hello Morgie as well. In case anyone is interested, this is map 3. We already played Island and Desert. CMC2 took both maps. The scores were, I believe, 7-1 for Island and 7-4 on Desert, but don't quote me on that. I have the screenshots right in front of me, but they're so small I'm not quite sure I can make anything out of it. Looks like the drivers are finally ready. Aha, Legion. Doesn't like stadium haters. Have huge respect for stadium haters. Because this is not a good environment. It is a TA noob environment that requires no skill, and you can play it with keyboards and top level. There are no grip limited turns at all. You just mash the left to right buttons. Since the car has infinite grip. This map is not very good is an understatement. It is atrocious. Even Roar said that the map is trash, and that says something. Yeah, Legion, I'm not good at maps, well, at environments where you have to mash left and right to be good. And the lights are out, and away we go, and Sepe made a mistake right at the very start. Irvin with a quick getaway. Let's see the CMC drivers do their magic. Get with a mistake, and already Sepe is in 5th. Let's watch his comeback as he is tracking Kent 1 and Irvin with a small crash. And Sepe with a better line on the dirt, already into 4th. Let's see when he's going to overtake Kent. Oh, Wormy with a bad slide, and Kent with a mistake, and that is Sepe already up into 3rd. So it is Angel Heart from Wormy from Sepe, and unless they go full TA nuke, they're going to finish in these positions. Because this is what you expect when a skill gap between the teams is more than one division. Double 108, only 109 for Sepe. And the French drivers way behind the Finnish-Hungarian group. Is it DFF or CMC? That's a good question, Irvin. Well, Angel Heart is Hungarian. So, round 2. After a section where I can't really predict anything is over, the CMC drivers are out in front. Hey Acid, and this is map 3, CMC2 1 Island, I believe 7 to 1, and Deserts, I think 7 to 4. And since this is Stadium, I guess we're winning the match right here, right now. Because, well, you can't expect poor MST guys to beat these 3 on Stadium. That's not gonna happen. Never. Well, Acid, you did miss Bay, and that should be fire. I actually qualified on merit this time, without having to beg Rad to let me drive despite being out-qualified. Ooh, a mistake from Wormy. What's he doing? TA noobing? I guess so. Ooh, and what happened to Kent 1? He must have had a big crash. Can Wormy come back into 3rd? I think not. Unless Irvin and Ged make mistakes. Are they going to? He's definitely gaining some time on them. He's just too far behind. There's no way he's going to catch up. Yeah, he's going to be demoted to CMC3. What is this? He finished below 3rd position against MST on Stadium? Unacceptable. As the French guys would have said, viré. T'es viré. A mistake right at the very start from Irvin. Kent with a quicker getaway, but not after slides. And what happened to Angel? So far we haven't even seen a single 107. What's going on, guys? Not moving enough. Angel up into 4th, but then he crashes, goes into 6th. How many positions is he going to make up? And Wormy is falling into 3rd. This round makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Okay, Angel is up into 4th finally. This is not where I'm expecting him to be. Wormy just about manages to sneak ahead of Gerd, and Angel makes another mistake. Let's counter, or can't slip through. Manages to regain 4th, but this is nonsensical. Sepe with a 108.17. He's not even his best so far. So I see Sepe with 20 points, Angel with 19 and Wormy with 18. And Angel with the best round of 108.50. I guess he didn't train at all since last week. Understandable. So, round 5. He was in 3rd position, but he went quicker through this dirt section, and Sepe made a mistake, and Wormy with a weird trajectory in there, but he still manages to stay in the mix. I don't understand this environment at all. I mean, in my eyes, Wormy made a big mistake, and then he just comes back at Angel. How does that work? I have no idea. Still, Angel was 1st. I guess he will be 1st, but I don't know. Wormy has some dirt tricks up his sleeve. Angel with a 108.23, his quickest time so far. But that's still not quite a 107, and I believe all 3 of them are capable of showing that. 5-0. 2 more rounds to go, hopefully. Sepe with a mistake at the very beginning. Erwin with a good start, but that is temporary. Let's give them some exposure on stream. A good duel there between Angel and Wormy, and Sepe already coming back. Ooh, Erwin, a bit too greedy in that turn. It's a wall with his wheel. Sepe finally manages to come back into 3rd, which leaves poor MST guys in the last 3 positions. And unless there are going to be any mistakes from the CMC drivers, it should probably be 1, 2 and 3. Sepe does hit a wall at that last turn and finishes 4th. And this is my point, and I still haven't seen a single 107. Six 0, round 7, potentially last one, but you never know. Maybe they're going to throw in order to try and get a 107. Ooh, Angel hard with a crash. This is interesting. He's not too far behind. Let's see if he's going to come back. He's already ahead of Get. Get crashed. Level with Kent 1. Is this drift going to work out? Yes, it looks like it. He's up into 4th. He's aiming. Erwin Sepe made a mistake. He's falling down the order. Oh, Angel hard with another crash. Sepe will be fighting to regain second. He has. Angel will be eyeing up fifth. Irvin with a mistake and tries his best. He will not get ahead of Angel. 1, 2, 3. And a 7-0 for CMC. Whoa, is that a new interface? What is this server? No brake lights. Okay, I'll be shutting up then.
against the dark, a tall white fountain played.
So that concludes the match. That was a 5-0 for CMC. A bit too easy. I was expecting more resistance, but I guess the MST guys just didn't bother training. Because why would they? It's Division 3. The last match after a long, grueling 9 weeks of racing. A bit anticlimactic. I really wanted some more fights. Oh well. Still, it was fun. I enjoyed the match. I did, well, I wasn't quite as fast on bay as I would have liked to be. Definitely consistent enough. I can't wait to see the stats for that. So that's CMC2 winning Division 3 in United League Reborn 4. Guess that counts as success? I don't know. Anyways, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Hope you had a good time, a good league. I hope to see CMC1 winning on Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in for what's coming, because the grand finale is promising to be nuclear. Even against CMC. And yeah, I guess that will be on Wednesday. Tune in and see you next time. Bye bye.